Hi, I'm Rebecca, the creator of Annapurna, and in this video I'm going to show you guys how to play my game. The game contains 4 suits of 18 mountain cards. The suits are blue, brown, red, and green. They each have a token to match. There are also 18 flag cards for scoring, 6 singles, 6 doubles, and 6 triples. Finally, there are of course rule books on how to set up the mountain, which I will show you right now. Each player takes 1 suit and lays out 15 of the cards face down in a pyramid, like you see here. 4 mountainsides, 1 for each player. If you can't sit up in a circle, that's fine. Just sit up so all the players can see each other's mountainsides. The remaining 3 cards are your hand, aka backpack. So let's call my lovely assistants after their suit colors, green, blue, and red. I'll be playing brown. Let's get started. The goal of the game is to get 9 flags. You get flags by being more balanced on your mountainside than anyone else at the end of an ascent. The closer you are to being perfectly balanced at the end of an ascent, the more flags you get. An ascent is made of multiple parts: getting to base camp, climbing, and protecting. You'll do as many ascents as it takes for someone to get 9 flags. To start, everyone should look at their backpack. I'm going to show you mine. This is a yin and this is a yang. They are the traces that will balance out while you play. During the first round of an ascent, called getting to base camp, the only move you can make is to flip a card face up. So let's do that. And it says, place a card from in or below your row into your backpack. So I'm going to take the leftmost card and put it into my backpack since I can only go in one direction. I'm not allowed to teleport around my mountainside. Then I'm going to take my token and place it on the card that I flipped face up. This shows my location on the mountainside as well as when I end my turn. So, red goes next. Go ahead, red. This card says to skip their next turn. Bad luck, red. So they're going to place their token on their mountainside as well. However, they're going to place it in the Shenpa position. This is a reminder that your next turn is being affected. In red's case, it's being skipped. We'll get to that when we come back around. Now it's green's turn. Green, flip a card. And theirs says, look at your peak card. Go ahead, green. They're going to place their token too. And now it is blue's turn. Flip a card, blue. Chocolate bar. Chocolate bar says take another turn. So first, they're going to place their token to end this turn, and then take another action. Technically, it is blue's second turn, so they are no longer getting to base camp. We're just going to have him flip a card. Blue's new card says C for miles. Blue can't do that, so he'll ignore it. But we are going to show you what you need to do before the end of your turn when you place your token. It's called sweeping. When you have cards whose yin and yang balance, you sweep and take those cards off your mountainside, then put them into your cache. Also, blue just went up a row. That means that he can no longer go back down. He is climbing a mountain, not falling down a mountain. It's back to me. Now, after the first round, we are climbing, and you can take one of 3 actions on your turn. I'm going to show you Explore. This is the main action in the game. You're exploring your mountainside by flipping cards face up. When you explore, you may only flip cards face up that are adjacent to your token. After you flip the card, follow the action if you can. Red is going to skip. All they do is sweep and place their token upright. 0 is innately balanced, so a card with 0 points can go right into the cache after it affects your turn. You can't sweep cards that are affecting your next turn. Only after the effect has happened can they be swept. It's green's turn now, and green is going to show you trade. So to trade, you take a card from your backpack and place it face down on your mountainside, replacing a face down card already there. That card goes into your cache. You should do this to plan out your path up the mountainside. That is the entirety of green's turn, since they don't have to sweep. Now it's blue's turn. What blue is doing is called hiding. It's essentially the same as trading, except you place a card on someone else's mountainside. You still put the card from their mountainside into your cache though. You can do this to mess up their plans, try and change the traces they leave on their mountainside, or force their path in a certain direction. So to review, there are 3 actions you can take while climbing: explore, trade, and hide. A turn should go as follows: take an action, sweep, move your token if you need to, and if not, say you're ending your turn. Scavenge. Okay, here's a new rule. If you forget to sweep and you've put your token down, another climber can call scavenge and take one of the cards you forgot to sweep and put it into their backpack. I'll take this one. You can only call scavenge after the climber has put their token down or declared the end of their turn, and before the next climber puts their token down to end their turn. So be fast. So now blue is at the top. They have peaked. They finished their turn at their peak and seemingly have nothing left to do. Wrong. They are going to pick up their cash and add it to their backpack, because they are now in the protecting phase. You once again have 3 choices. Let's go over one a turn. Drop is where you take a card from your backpack and place it face up in an empty spot on your mountainside. You can do this to help balance your mountainside. So he's going to bury those cards. Bury is like sweeping, except you flip the cards face down. Now, when you drop, the card's effects don't do anything. That only happens when you explore during the climbing phase. So now he's going to put his token back, or say his turn is over. Since I'm also at the top, I'm going to show you what throw is. Throw is like drop, except it's on someone else's mountainside and they get to retaliate. When someone throws a card on your mountainside, you can retaliate by flipping a face down card on their mountainside face up. If they have a balanced mountainside, it can't really hurt to do that. But if they have cards that are face up, it can help them and backfire on you. Because now with the card blue flipped face up, I'm going to bury all of these. This fills up my mountainside, leaving less places for other climbers to throw cards, which is why it can be advantageous to drop 0 value cards. Okay, so I have a perfectly balanced mountain. So I'm going to show you the last possible action you can do when you're at your peak and are protecting. It's called SUNYATA, aka do nothing. So I'm going to skip my turn. Now everyone but red is at the top. This leaves red in a position of power and weakness. They control when this ascent ends, because an ascent ends when everyone is at the top. But the longer they stay, the more cards could get thrown at them. Okay, so now everyone is at the top. So we deal out our flags. Green has a total balance of 1, so he is closest to 0 and gets 3 flags. Red has a total balance of 2, as do I. However, I got to the top first, so I get 2 flags and red gets 1. Blue has a total balance of 4, so he gets nothing. Sorry, Blue. Now we sort out our suit cards, set up our mountainsides again, and play until someone gets 9 flags. The person who got no flags this ascent starts the next ascent. So as you can see, there are a lot of different strategies to take. This time I decided to leave as many cards on my mountainside as possible so I can bury them when I'm protecting. Red tried to leave no trace behind, but didn't get to the top fast enough. Blue is trying to keep their mountain as clean as possible. And green is just trying to mess up everyone else's plans. Lots of strategies, lots of tactics, lots of plans going awry. And that's how you play Annapurna competitively. Next time I'll show you how to play cooperatively. Thanks for watching, and remember, don't poke the Yeti.